It poured rain all night, and it's supposed to rain all day today, and now they changed that and said it ain't supposed to rain till like 3. Look at this. This is that hat I was telling you guys about in one of my videos before. It comes like this, like $12. I think I'll be using that a little bit at some point today, but anyway, I got to get these lawns done because my wife booked a hotel stay for Saturday night. Today's Friday. For Saturday night at Splash Lagoon near PA, which we've been to many times, and so she's gonna end up going by herself with the kids if I don't get these lawns done. I really want to go, so looks like I'm mowing them wet because it rained all night. But this little girl right here, she can handle mowing wet grass, no problem. You just gotta go a little bit slower, that's all. Just can't go full bore, but I've been bagging grass for 2 days with it like that. So these are the two accounts. You guys have seen these last year. This one here, and then this one here. That's going to be the hard stuff. A lot of that stuff's like onions, wild onions. It turns it, you can't even tell in the summer that that's even onions because it's a beautiful lawn. But they have this one for sale this year. And I don't know, it's going for $725,000, which is very high for my area. I don't see it selling very soon. But I mowed these on Thursdays last year, and this year she agreed to pay more if I bumped it to Fridays. So that is going to be the deal. And today is Friday, which I wouldn't have been able to mow it yesterday anyway because of the weather. So I am going to mow this in the rain. Not in the rain, it's not raining right now. Very cloudy, but I'm going to start trimming it out and then mow it. I'm going to bag it. I don't really have a choice. If I mow it any other way, it's going to clump up and look like crap. Whew. Well, I just got done with all the weed whacking. And I'm sweating like a Clinton if the FBI showed up. Jesus! Oh. This towel's from last year. It doesn't even stink. Sounds nasty, don't it? Whew. It is muggy, muggy, muggy. So, I think I'm going to put you on the hat and do a little driving around, and I don't know, we'll see what happens, I guess. We'll see how well it records. I don't have time to set up a lot of cameras today. Like I told you guys, I gotta hustle. It's supposed to start pouring about 2 or 3 o'clock. It is 8:46 right now, so I got a boogie. I got to boogie. But first, Jolly Ranchers. Gotta have them. Alright, let's get this, I don't know, let's get this going. Well, to be honest with you, this is going to be a little different of a video. As I mentioned, the GoPro is on the hat. I've used it once in a video when I was doing maintenance on something, and it definitely comes in handy, and it's great to have so your hands are free. But watching this back, I'm not a big fan of this video and how this turns out. The only reason that I edited a lot out of it, I mean, it was a non-stop video. It was over an hour long, but the only reason I'm even putting it on is because there's some good points here and there throughout the video. So, I mean, just stick with it. As you can see, like this here, a lot of it's real bumpy like this, but it's not a non-stop. I kind of put little skits in here. But I'm not really a big fan of how this turned out. I guess I thought it was going to be better. So, I mean, my main point for even ordering that hat with the mount on it for the camera was to record some trimming, some weed whacking, edging, stuff like that. So, I think maybe that's where I'll focus on using that hat. Definitely not so much for mowing because, I mean, it just looks weird, I guess. I don't really know. It's not even... You know, I'm not a real big fan of even mounting the camera to the mower and just making a video like that. But even that, I think, is better than how this turned out. But, you know, a few people have been asking me, you know, why don't you use that new hat and do a mowing video with it? So here it is. And but stay tuned and continue watching this. I know it's kind of, it's a little
I don't really know. Annoying maybe watching a view like this. Maybe some people enjoy it, but it's not going to be non-stop like this. It's just a little part of the backyard, and then I show a few passes in the front yard on one side, and then I edited a bunch out of the video, and then it brings it back and shows a few parts on another portion of the front of this yard, and then it shows the yard next door that I mow. So it's not just non-stop like this for the whole thing, both yards, so don't worry. But you're gonna see I end up running into a huge problem with onion grass. Like I said, this Walker MT will bag wet grass all day long. I never have an issue. Sometimes you just gotta slow it down or use the big screen in the hopper instead of the small screen when you're doing a lot of wet, thick grass, and it works just fine. But you get into stuff called onion grass, which is real big in my area, but only for a few weeks in the spring, and that stuff is like glue. It's sticky, it sticks to your skin when you weed whack it, it's slimy, it's just nasty crap, and I end up running into a bunch of big problems with it. So stay tuned, stick with it. I hope you guys enjoy this video for what it is anyway, and we'll see what next week brings.
I could always be the one you wanna call when it's cold outside. I will always be the one that's right here standing by your side. Open up your heart and let me in. I promise not to break you. I promise I'll be all that you want. So let me in my heart before. Let me in. Your love explodes, our hearts implodes. Your love explodes, our hearts implode.
I was actually hoping that it would show better. I guess I haven't figured out the exact angle on the camera yet when it's on the hat, but look, there's, like I just said, barely anything in there. I really thought it'd be full after doing that whole lawn. Some parts were short and other parts were 6-7 inches. It was just hit and miss, and I'm cutting everything at 3.5 over there. So I really thought there'd be more in there, but I guess it wasn't too bad. But I really wanted you guys to be able to see how I dump it into these bins and then I just flip these bins up into the truck. It's a lot easier than using a garbage can and trying to scoop it out with your hands. You know, these bins sit at the perfect level. They're like $8 a piece at Walmart. I used them all last year through the summer bagging. I used them all fall with leaves, and I've been using them so far this year, and they just held up. So, and if they take a crap, I'll go and buy another set. But it's pretty much just showing you, you know, how I dump it in and what I use. I don't use those bins anymore. They're for sale, actually. I have them on Craigslist. I have them on OfferUp. So I'm selling those Walker bins. If anyone's interested, you can have them for the right price. I paid like $175 a piece for those bins, and I'm pretty sure I have them listed for $250 firm. They're like brand new still. They've only been used a handful of times before I end up going to this style, but you know, for some people that might be the way to go. They definitely come in handy, that's for sure. But this is just going to give you a view of this other house next door. I had this one. I got this one in the beginning of the year last year, and I had it for a couple weeks, and she called the lady that owns the house next door. She doesn't even live there. I believe she lives in Connecticut or something. And she called that lady and said, hey, you got to see the job my new lawn guy's doing. And so she sent her pictures of her yard, and so that lady contacted me and asked me for a price. She was definitely not happy with the way her lawn guy was doing the job over there, which was pretty obvious to see. I had mowed this one 3 or 4 times before he had come to mow that one once, and when he did, he scalped it right down from like 8-9 inches tall. Some spots were over a foot tall. He scalped it right down to like 2.25 or 2.5 and left it all laying there. It was horrible. But I went in and cleaned it up, and I've been mowing it ever since, and now it's for sale. But they have it listed pretty high, and you know, I don't see it going for the amount they have it listed for, but who knows? Maybe it will, but you're going to start to see here. I started running into a problem with the onion grass, and like I'd mentioned, you know, it's pretty prevalent in my area, but it's not on every lawn. It's only in certain areas, and it'll pop up. There'll be little pieces here and there, and you know, some places there'll be patches. Like I noticed right away, you can tell with these walkers, you run them enough, you can hear the sound it starts to make, and this stuff's just packed in there. Like that right there isn't regular grass. That's all that onion grass, and it's like slime. Sorry, it's kind of, it's me moving my head around, and the camera, like I said, is on the hat. I'm just pulling it out of here, and it's like goo. It's like this sloppy, slimy, nasty. I don't even really know how to explain it. You guys have ever messed with onion grass, you'll get what I'm saying, but it's just nasty crap. But you know, I noticed the sound the walker was making, so I knew it was plugging up right at the chute. So I cleaned it out, and you can see, if you look to the right there, you can see little spots. It looks like it's sticking up, or it looks like clumps over there. That's an area I didn't mow yet. That's patches of the onion grass. And you're going to see coming up here in a couple minutes, the one divider section that's in between this house and then the one I already mowed that's over there to the left. There's a real thick patch, and it's wide and it's long, and it's just... I thought maybe raising the deck up a little bit and going over it, I'd be okay. Nope. It just started giving me problem after problem, which you're going to see here in a minute. And then I just got so irritated. I put this walker to the side, and I grabbed the other one. Decided I'm just going to side discharge this stuff. I'm not even going to bother trying to bag it. It's a waste of my time. So... I didn't end up filming that. I was just so irritated. I took the hat and the camera off. I threw it in the trailer. I got on the other mower, and then it all, you know, I was able to cut right through it, but it was just a living nightmare from there. See, you can see See the dark areas and the thicker parts? That's the onion grass, you know, in between where the regular grass is. And like I mentioned, this stuff only lasts for about a week, maybe I don't know, 2 weeks. You'll cut it down 1 week, and then you'll come back after that first time of cutting it down. You'll come back the following week, and there'll be little bits of it here and there, and then by like the third cut, it's gone. It mows just like regular grass. It looks just like regular grass, and you don't have any issues the rest of the season. It's really weird. It's almost like it just transfers over to grass, to regular grass, and you know the way it grows up, the way it cuts, and I don't know. It's just weird stuff, but you know it's something we have to deal with here in my area. I'm not sure, you know, where it's most common. I just know it is here, so. You know, maybe a lot of you guys deal with this stuff as well, but you know, it's just a big issue, and you're gonna deal with it in certain places, and you know, there's really nothing you can do. You gotta suck it up, pull up your big boy pants, and hack this stuff down and get on with it, because it's got to be cut down. And you know, I've tried other ways. I've tried just weed whacking patches, and I mean that's a big patch over there. It would take me forever to weed whack it. See, here it is. I heard it. I knew it was clogging up again, but you know, I've tried just weed whacking it down, knocking it down that way, and it's even worse to weed whack it down. It just sticks to you, and it gets all over. It flies all over the place. It, you know, you end up with it in your face, everywhere. Look at that. There it is right there, that whole thick patch from where I'm mowing this last strip all the way over to the driveway, and then from the back all the way up to the road. And there it is. This is the third time it's clogged up again. You can see my hand down at the bottom reaching up inside the blower chute. That's where it clogs, and it just packed in there. And by this point I've had enough. I'm done with it. So you know, that's that. But, you know, I didn't film, like I said, side discharging it with the other walker, but, you know, it's just a mess. And you're about to see here, you know, the end result of it.
I probably look like hammered shit right now. I just literally spent like almost 40 minutes trying to clean these mowers. That onion patch is so thick, it's like pure sludge. I cleaned up this screen best I could. It's still so packed in there I can't get it out. Good thing I had the other screen with me, the big hole screen. It's in there. But the stuff was so thick in the tires, I couldn't even... Well, you're on the hat, so I'm going to put you on. The stuff was so thick on the tires, I couldn't even turn. The mower wouldn't turn. Either one of them, they were both trashed. But you can tell how much crappier this looks. This was all just side discharge. I didn't bag any of that from like... pretty much like right here over to the driveway. I didn't bag any of it. All side discharged it. What a nightmare. The rest of the property looks great, but that onion patch stuff, that stuff is like pure slime. You can't do anything with it. It's all, I'm a mess. This mower's trashed. It probably don't look that bad to you, but I just spent a half hour blowing it off the best I could. It needs a major bath. And this one, I need to use this all day today. I'm hoping. Shit is in my shoes everywhere. Can't even get any traction. Let me find this thing here. Put this cord back on, but anyway, what a freaking mess. Everything is trashed. I hate that onion grass stuff. It is super sticky. It's like pure sludge. It just makes a major mess out of everything. But now it's down, and it shouldn't come up anymore. There's going to be a little bit here and there. It's going to come up, but not much. And it's nothing I won't be able to maintain on a weekly basis now. Look at this. Kicking my boots off. It's still coming out of my boots. What a mess. This beer is the best part of this day. And to be honest with you, sorry, I'm trying to adjust you here. Actually, that's only the second beer I've drank since I've been home. 2 beers I've drank since I've been home have been the best 2 beers of the day. It's been the best overall part of my day. It's been, you ever just have, oh my God, when you're old you gotta stretch your back a lot. You ever just have one of them days that wouldn't end? Well, it was supposed to pour ass rain all day today, thunderstorms, the whole 9, but hasn't been nothing. The sun is shining. It's been a fantastic day. It's like 70s, so it's not too hot, not too cold. It's been a great day. But extreme winds, like they're 35, 40 mile an hour winds right now, and could get up to 60 mile an hour winds. There's no power in my house right now. The power just went out. But I got home and I had to spend about 35, 40 minutes pressure washing both walkers because that onion patch literally destroyed my mowers. Destroyed them. But there's nothing you can do. You got to knock it down. And, you know, now that it's knocked down one time, and 90% it'll be grass. There won't be much onion grass there left. It's really weird how it transfers over, but it happens every year. So that's about it. It's just been one of them crazy days. So everything is done. I will get to go away with my family this weekend, which is really good. I got to talk to Kevin from Fall River today. He was a surprise call. I was messing with those mowers, trying to clean them after I got done with that yard, and I got back in the truck and I checked my phone, had a missed call from Kevin. So I called him back, and I always love talking to Kevin. He is the most down-to-earth, mellow guy. He's such a cool guy to talk to. Anytime I get a call from him or Brian from Top Notch, I try to answer them calls right away. It's funny because I don't know. Anytime those guys call me, like, it brightens my day because it's just, you know, it's not people I talk to every single day, and it's just something new, something to change it up, and they're just great people to talk to, and you know that I'm talking, the conversation's going to be about the industry because, you know, that's usually what it pertains to, and that's how we know each other. But so it's great whenever one of those guys call me, and it kind of changes my day around. But it definitely perked me up, Kevin calling me after I was so aggravated with that lawn and destroying my mowers, especially the new one that now has 5.1 hours on it. I was not happy to destroy that mower today, but the job is done and the mower's clean, and I'll be ready for a new week. So thanks for following. That ends the week for me, guys, and we'll see what next week has in store. Calling for rain one day, Thursday, and it's like a 30% chance, so that tells me a 70% chance it's not going to rain. So we drink beer, right?